What is up, awesome people, and welcome to Wi-Fi Wednesday Shenanigans. Alrighty, so this one was from our 24-hour live stream, I do believe, which was from like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I can't remember when it happened because it's all a blur now. But anyways, this was a mixed tier battle using a team I've been using a couple of times now. Ambipalm, Neuven, Jellicent, Registeel, Pangoro, and Drudgegon up against a pretty interesting team. So without further ado, let's jump into the battle because this one was pretty interesting to say the least. Alrighty, so here comes the Drapion lead. Kind of was expecting that judging from the team preview. Usually a Toxic Spikes user or it's an anti-lead with Sword Dance. I'm going to leave my lead, which is usually Ambipalm, straight for the fake out to see how much damage it's going to do. It's going to do decent damage considering using Drapion's usually quite bulky, but this one might be a full-on sweeper, I'm not too sure. So I'm just going to swap out just in case it is, because I'm not going to like being hit by one or letting it set up a Sword Dance is quite scary. So I'm going with the Registeel just in case it does go for a Sword Dance, so then it can't go for like a cross poison, something like that. Anyways, it sets up the Toxic Spikes, so that's not cool at all because I've got nothing to counter Toxic Spikes at all. I do have Neuven, which is not going to be affected by it. Registeel won't be affected by it, but that's about it. I'm pretty much down Pooh Creek. So anyways, I got Power Up Punch, so I'm going to be raising my attack because this Drapion can barely do anything to me at all. I'm guessing it doesn't have Sword Dances at all, so Brick Break's going to do bugger all because I'm max health, max defense with Assault Vest, so this is quite bulky in both sides. So Brick Break there, still going for the Power Up Punches, and this one will take it out at the +3, so that's really good because Drapion is down. I don't really consider it much of a threat after seeing that set. No Sword Dance, but Toxic Spikes is really much a pain in my rear side. Alrighty, so Tyranitar comes onto the field, so I'm like, great, Earthquake, that's going to do quite a lot, and it's Mega as well, so I'm kind of fearing here because if it's got the Earthquake, that's probably going to kill me even from this range. Mega Tyranitar has quite a lot of attack, but it goes for the Fire Fang, so please don't burn, please don't burn, please don't burn! Thank you, no burns. So I've got Brick Break on this set just in case any type of steel type wants to come in and wall me because Power Up Punch will do bugger all to another Registeel, especially if they're running my set. So yeah, that Tyranitar card goes down quite easily at the 4 times, but this thing comes out! It's freaking Unbound Hooper, so oh my god, there's not really much I can do to this thing, so I'm gonna go boom! So at +3, this explosion is going to do a hell of a lot to any type of Pokemon, and that thing lives! It's the Event Hooper! Why is it got a Focus Sash, of all things? But thankfully there is Sandstream on the field, so Focus Sash is kind of nullified there from Sandstorm. So Hooper goes down, which is awesome because that thing had a nasty plot up and it would have probably destroyed my team. Alright, so Stoutland comes onto a field, so I'm thinking it's probably the Sandforce set, seeing how there's Sandstorm on the field. I'm unfortunately affected by Toxic Spikes there, and it actually has the Intimidate, so I'm like, that's interesting. Stoutland that could run Sandforce on a Sandstorm team, very interesting indeed. So I go for the fake out there to do a little bit of damage. It's definitely max health, max attack, most likely Choice Banded. So I don't particularly want to stick around and find out, so I'm probably going to U-turn here after get the poison damage and the Sandstorm damage. No, I'm going to stick around and do the knockoff, because I know Stoutland, once it has the Choice Band going for it, can't really hit that hard. Return might do quite a lot, but I don't think it's at max happiness, so it didn't do as much as I thought it would. So I got the crit there on the knockoff as well, brought it down to low. Sandstorm's going to do residual damage there to the Stoutland. A little bit of residual damage there to me, which is quite deadly with that badly poisoned as well. So I'm going to U-turn out of there just to minimize the poison damage as well next time I come in and take out that Stoutland as well. So that's great, another Pokemon down. Switch out my Ambipalm there from U-turn and swap in the Drudgegon because Drudgegon, as we all know, is my special set. So it's a great little facade here. I can kind of trick my opponent into sending in a physical wall or something to counteract it and just go throw him off guard with a special type move. Alright, so unfortunately I'm affected by poison and this thing has to come in. So Greninja, Ice Beam incoming, so I'm going to swap out there because I'm not going to like an Ice Beam from a Protein Greninja. So I'm going to go into Pangoro here because I know it can take that Ice Beam pretty darn well. Bloody Poison Spikes has caused me so much problems here. So obviously it's going to go for the Ice Beam there. So as I said, Pangoro should take that considerably well, which it does. No free sacks, obviously, because I'm poisoned. Alright, so more poison damage there, but Drain Punch coming Greninja's way, which is definitely going to be a one-hit KO. You don't really want to take a Drain Punch from a beast like Pangoro, and Greninja's frail as paper. Alright, so Greninja goes down, so that's about a big threat out the way. God, I'm taking these big threats out pretty easily. Alright, so Pangoro is hurt by poison, and Umbreon comes in. So, I know Umbreon pretty well because I use one myself, so this thing's usually max health, max special defense. Defense isn't all that great unless you run max defense or run curse. Does over half damage, so I'm going to assume it's max special defense, or it's got max health, max special defense. And I stepped up the risk there, so I'm like, it's probably Wish Protect, the usual stuffs. Usually Umbreon runs Moonlight, so unless it's Wish Passing, I'm not too sure. So a little bit of poison damage there. I'm going to swap out predicting the Protect because I don't really be stuck in a stally Umbreon. So I'm going to do my Noivern here. So I'm going to obviously frisk out the leftovers we already knew it had. It has Moonlight, so that's a little tad bit redundant. Wish and Moonlight on the same set. They do the exact same thing. I'm not exactly too sure what's going on here. So it didn't swap out. I actually think this is the last Pokemon. So I go for the Hone Claws here, predicting they're going to go for like a Wish or something like that. So attack and accuracy goes up, but it has the Foul Play. So I don't think the crit mattered either. So I never get a break with Noivern. It always goes down to some type of bad luck. Anyways, go back into Pangoro here. I'm going to go for the knockoff here because that's the only knockoff user I have left. Just get rid of that leftovers so it can't get any small health back. What I'm really going for here is just to make a big dent in its health and then smack it down with Drain Punch because I know it's going to do well over half. And since it is going to be a stally Umbreon, which is going to be a pain in the bum, all it can really do is just Moonlight me. After I do a Drain Punch, we'd be here and Poison Dart would drag up enough so I could die. So this is why I'm going to swap out here, go into Ambipalm, and unfortunately it will go down to the Foul Play. So that kind of wasn't great, but in the same time there's not really much I could have done. Wish came true, so as I said, it can just keep getting its health back, which is why I had to swap out. Alright, so Drudgegon comes in. All I can really do here is Focus Blast. So Foul Play is not going to do all that much to Drudgegon at all because I am running Modest, so attack's obviously going down. It has about 10 IVs and attack, I think, last checked. So poison damage is going to be a small amount there. Foul Play, as I said, is going to be about 3 hit KO, maybe 4 hit KO without the poison damage. Finally, Focus Blast connects. Finally! It would have been really bad news for me if it didn't connect. So brought it down to about 3/4, I think I just saw. So Drudgegon, unfortunately, is going to fall to the poison damage, but Drudgegon did an awesome job there, doing exactly what I wanted it to do, getting a huge dent into Umbreon, so I can send in my Choice Scarf Pangoro, go straight for the Drain Punch, and take the victory for this battle. And that's Umbreon down. The only Pokemon I didn't use in this battle was Jellicent, but unfortunately I don't think Jellicent would have done me anything in this battle. I could have probably swapped into Greninja, but obviously Greninja would have carried. Dark Pulse would have done a good hunk to Jellicent, but other than that I don't think Jellicent would have been any help to me at all. It would have been no hope at the end there because all it would have done was Will-O-Wisp the Umbreon. I could have confused trade it, try and stall it out a little bit, but even then that's a bit of a huge risk. Nightshade probably could have helped, but again it would have Moonlight or wished off the damage. So yeah, I think I couldn't have done that any better otherwise. So yeah, that's it for the battle tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a quick little update about last night. For those who saw the update video that I posted about the Mega Shiny Rayquaza that we got in Australia, well, the event went fine. That went absolutely fine. We gave out I gave out about 45 Rayquazas. Had a bit of problems with people not adding my friend code, and at the same time I had technical problems on my side. Pinnight gave out about 60, and I think Bram gave out about 40 of it. So we gave out about 150 Mega Rayquazas, which was awesome. Then when we did all the stream and all that, and then I went to bed, woke up a couple of hours later, and then found out that the North Americans have now got Mega Shiny Rayquaza. So that kind of sucked balls, because it was like a kick in the balls for us thinking we got this exclusive event, but we didn't actually, because the Americans got the same thing as us a couple of hours later. So I mean, it was good. We did manage to get a few Mega Rayquazas to the Europeans who don't have the Mega Shiny Rayquaza yet. So I'm going to have to try and organise a day for the Europeans. So maybe sometime down the track I'll do something up until the Europeans get the Mega Shiny Rayquaza event. I know, let me know in the comments section. I'll say that and I'll figure something out. So anyways, in regards to the American Shiny Rayquaza, for those who don't know, at the end of this video, I'll have a little segment showing you how to get the Mega Shiny Rayquaza. It's actually simpler than the Australian method, so bollocks to us again. Anyways, I've rambled on enough. Again, sorry about cancelling Trivia 20 Tuesday. The whole Mega Shiny Rayquaza thing kind of popped up because we're not streaming this Saturday. So Trivia 20 Tuesday will be back again next Tuesday, given that nothing else changes in the schedule. So yeah, everything will be back on track. Probably it'll be Pokemon Yellow on Monday, Trivia 20 Tuesday on Tuesday, and then obviously this on Wednesday. And so far, I'm only about, I think it was 80 subscribers off 5k subscribers. So when that happens, Friday will come live stream. I'm looking forward to that actually. So anyways, I've rambled on enough. As I said, after this, there'll be a little tutorial for the Americans how to get Shiny Mega Rayquaza for those who don't know. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!